Hi guys, this is Dean Swain from the Retro Asylum podcast. Congratulations to the One Up Gaming gang. 400 episodes, great number to reach. It's a lot of editing, trust me, I know. I've been podcasting for years, so well done, great number to reach. And here's to the next 400 episodes. Well done guys.
Hi, David here, One Up Gaming. Gonna have a quick podcast. This is episode 401, and with this, we will. This is after our 400th episode, so thank you so much to our guests that are on. I'm gonna try and get this up now. So we had John Hare on, as always. Love John Hare. We had Pavel on from Cubic Games. I think he's like I'm going to get it so wrong, I apologise. He's like the community sort of manager, so he does all the tweets and all the interactions with the public. We had Eddie, our old guy, on from years and years ago. It was nice to talk to Eddie. Chat got into a bit of racism in games, quite fun. And we had thank you messages from Dave Chats Games, from Retro Asylum, and from Lee Chapman. And if anyone doesn't know Lee Chapman, he does like an old guy Peter on TikTok, and he tries random stuff and eats and comedy sketches, very lewd, I think it's great humour. Some people might think it's a little bit sexist, but I think it's just the character and it's amazing. I love it. So thank you so much to you guys for being on our 400th podcast. And this is going to be a quick one, so just me, David, One Up Gaming, episode 401. And as always, we're sponsored. That's the word I was looking for. Jesus. Games Inspired Music. It's an album. It's available now. You can buy it. You can stream it. You can do whatever you want with it. Make illegal copies. I don't care. And 20% of each will go to the Child's Play charity. And we also have our first 100 podcasts available to buy from audiobooksontape.com. And with that, just go on to audiobooksontape.com, search One Up Gaming in the search bar, should find us, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. So that is that. We also have our 3 books available. So the PlayStation book, the Sega Saturn book, and the Nintendo 64 book, all available. Like a coffee table book, 8.25 inches by 8.25 inches, about 290 pages ish between all 3. I think the N64's only got 250 something, and then the other 2 are over 290. And there are like screenshots and small little bits of text just talking about the games, because that was my childhood and I loved them. So please go to Amazon and purchase those. If you email us at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk, we might be able to allow you to buy one of these books. My brain's completely gone today. We will be able to get one of these books available with £10 discount. So just email us contact@oneupgaming.co.uk and let us know which book you want, and then I will get in contact with you, get your details, and we'll get it sent out as soon as we can. So that is the quick and rutty intro. And we'll have a quick break and we'll come back with the games we've been playing this week.
Hi, my name's John Hare. I'm the designer of games like Sensible Soccer, Cannon Fodder, Whizball, Parallax, and Sociable Soccer. And I listen to the One Up Gaming podcast.
Hello, Andy. This is Colin. I won't be able to get in tonight. I'm sweating like a pig.
So we're still here, still One Up Gaming, still me, David. Thank you all for being here. This is episode 401, and we've got 7 sort of games to talk about. So first of all, I'm going to get the name wrong because I am not. I think the game's some sort of foreign. I don't know. I saw the text and I saw like the trailer, and it wasn't in English. And I'm an idiot English boy, and I don't know any other languages apart from basic English. So the game's Rauniot. with it Rauniot, 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 Rauniot. Don't know, but it starts off as a weird-looking game. It's like two people chatting, and when they comes to the person chatting, it seems to have like top and bottom of the face cut off, so you just see the eyes and the top of the nose. It's a weird sort of art style, like dynamic that they've got going. It looks gorgeous though, and all in English, so you can like read through all the text. Then the game starts, and you are in a post-apocalyptic setting. You pull up to a cafe diner sort of thing, like an American diner, and you have to try and get into it and kill people and stuff. It's a isometric sort of top-down point and click sort of adventure sort of game. Puzzle, like the old style games. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Graphically, I think it looked amazing. It's one of those games where I think you can also spin the camera around, so it was really detailed, really nice, gorgeous. I really enjoyed it. Very old school style game, but it is a really, really nice one, and I really enjoyed it. So next up we have Ziggy, and this one is a very basic 2D platformer, more like the Super Meat Boy style, where you have to jump around the mazes, the levels and stuff, and yeah, it's just like point to point, get through as fast as you can, and yeah, that is basically all that it was. And I do have to say that we've also got our 3 sort of like interviews on the YouTube channel, so we've put them all up separate. Now I apologize, I'm going to butcher this guy's name, but it's Pavel Wojciechka. I don't know. I apologize, but is, like I say, he's a community manager or a community guy from Cubic Games. So if you bought any Cubic Games, or you've been on the Cubic Games Twitter account or Twitch or whatever it is, then you might have spoken to him, because he does all the interactions, the social interactions, as I say. So thank you so much for him and for Cubic Games for allowing us to do that. We also had Dave came on and gave us a little thank you message from Dave Chats Games. We had Eddie. I used to love Eddie. He was amazing. He was a really bad writer, really bad reviewer, but he'd come onto the podcast every week and he'd just talk crap, and I loved it. I could just sit there and just listen to just absolute nonsense. It's great. He came on, had a quick chat with us. We had the guys over at Retro Asylum sent us a quick message saying thank you for that. We had John Hare. I love John Hare. We spoke for about an hour and a half. I do love John Hare. I love how some of his sort of games and everything is getting sorted. Hopefully the Social Soccer 24 will be out soon. And lastly, we had Lee Chapman on, just as he does like a TikTok video series where he pretends to be like an old guy, Peter, and it's fun. I love him. He's just stupid, and it's my sort of humor. So yeah, so that is the interviews. So next up we have a game called Cat Pipes. Now this one is just a 2D puzzle game, and you've got like pipes that are on a square grid, crossed off grid, and you have to go into each individual section, and you can rotate it 360 degrees, and you have to try and get all the pipes to line up to get the connections. That is basically it. It's a simple game, very basic looking, very basic graphics, but it does its job and it's quite fun. So next up we have Hole.io. This is a fun little game, and you basically just have a hole on the ground and you have to suck up all of the environment, and as you get more and more points, your hole gets bigger and bigger. So you go from lampposts and guys to cars, buildings, everything, and it's just a fun little game. We have a game next up. We played Mob Control, and this one is a very simple, kind of like a mobile sort of game, but I played it on the PC, where it's like you look up the screen, top down sort of view, and you have to shoot up, and you're trying to stop all the oncoming enemies towards you, and with that, it is literally, I jumped then because my headphones just made a bleepy noise. With that, it's got like sections, and if you shoot at a certain section, you get 3 points more, or 3 times more shots, or 3 times more men, 6 times more men, things like that. So it is just controlling the enemies coming towards you and to overpower their base. So that is basically mob control. So I thank you to Cubic Games for a couple of them games. Lastly, we played Senua's Saga Hellblade II. Now, I loved the first Hellblade. It was my sort of game, very slow, very story-driven, very artsy, amazing sort of stuff. And this is that, but taken to the next level. It looks absolutely bloody stunning. You know, it just looks amazing. Very simple controls, very simple way to control stuff. You don't really do much. It's very slow, very pondering. There's a lot of noise happening that's all around. But if you're into these sort of walking simulator sort of games, those sort of styles, then you will probably enjoy this game. It looks just absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best games I've ever seen in my life. It just looked absolutely stunning. So if you've got Xbox, it's on the Game Pass. If you've got it on the PC, you can download it on there as well. I think it's only about 30-40 quid. So I think it's like a budget sort of game. It's only about 5 hours long, which it probably is right to be that sort of length for this sort of game. But yeah, it's an amazing sort of game. I really enjoyed it. So that's what we've been playing this week. I will just say that this week's game of the week, it has to be Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Great little game. Love the graphics, love the art, and I enjoyed how it played. So me, David, One Up Gaming, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back after this quick break with the 10 minutes of nothing. So see you in a few.
Hi, I'm Keith Allen, and I play Murphy on Z Nation, and I listen to One Up Gaming Podcast.
Up next on the One Up Gaming Podcast is 10 minutes of nothing. Will it be the team talking about nothing or a guest interview? Stick around and find out now. It's 10 minutes of nothing. Yeah, 10 minutes of nothing.
And we're back. Still David, still One Up Gaming, still episode 401, the One Up Gaming Podcast. And this is the 10 minutes of nothing. If people don't know, this is where we have a 10-minute timer. We talk about certain things, features, games, movies, TV shows, and we set a 10-minute timer because sometimes we do waffle on, and with that 10-minute timer it's perfect. It just stops us from overrunning on the show. So as always, sponsored by Games Inspired Music. It's an album, it's available now. Buy it, stream it, all that good stuff. And 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. Also, our first 100 podcasts are available from audiobooksontape.com. Go on there, search One Up Gaming and find us there. And with that, you can buy our first 100 podcasts, and £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity. So that is that. We have 3 books out. So we have the PlayStation book, we have the Sega Saturn book, and we have the Nintendo 64 book. They're all like little coffee table books, 8-inch 25 by 8-inch 25. So I guess 8-inch and a quarter. Oh, 8-inch. I don't know. I'm thick. I think it was just 8 inches and 0.25 of an inch. I can't remember. I should remember. I clicked all the buttons when I was sorting it all out. But anyway, I don't know. I digress. These are all books where they've got like artwork, like screenshots of each game. I say each game, like between 100 and 150 games. So each game's got 2 or 3 screenshots. Each game's got like a 100-word-ish sort of paragraph about them. And it also goes into details of the controllers, the consoles, the different versions of each thing. And it's just a nice little coffee table book, to be honest. So we're going to do the 10 minutes of nothing now. And the only thing I could find really was the PlayStation State of Play. So if I just hit the timer now, then we have the 10-minute timer for the Sony State of Play May 2024. So this is everything announced. So Firewalk Studios shares a release date and first gameplay trailer for Concord. And I don't know why, but if that's the screenshot I've seen there, it just looks like a character from Guardians of the Galaxy. It might just be me, but it looks as though this is a 5v5 multiplayer shooter. I wish it said what Firewalk Studios have done before, because I've never heard of them. Added details to the gameplay, shows a glimpse of the various characters you can play, each with weapons and playstyles catering to different players. As Sony previously As Sony previously have said, Concord will be released on PC and PS5 on August 23rd. However, the studio will host a beta. Still got this cough, it's killing me. A beta in July before that date. So yeah, why do Americans say beta when it's B-E-T-A? It's not B-A-T-A. It's beta, not beta. Anyway. Next bit of news, God of War Ragnarok is coming to PC this September. So there guys, this is the God of War sort of like 2018 sequel. So it's going to make its way. So this was the 2022 action-adventure game from Sony Santa Monica. It'll arrive on PC on September 19th. Now, I played the God of War Ragnarok and it was okay. It was just not my sort of like full style of game. It was good. It just wasn't a brilliant game in my opinion. I think it's one of Sony's better games. I preferred it than Spider-Man. I preferred it than The Last of Us. Cough's coming back. So the PC game will have Ragnarok and the Valhalla DLC. It'll have other stuff like super sampling techniques like DLSS and FSR. Isn't that with the football fair play stuff? I don't know. Anyway, we'll go to the next one, and that is Dynasty Warriors, or do you guys say Dynasty Warriors? Maybe Dynasty Warriors. Dynasty Warriors Origins announced, and it'll be coming next year. Omega Force's hack and slash video game series Dynasty Warriors is back. So if it's called Dynasty Warriors Origins, does that mean it's going to be like the original Dynasty Warriors, which is a one-on-one fighting game for on the PS1? Or is it just called Origins because they're just doing like a reboot of the series and it's still gonna be just random and rubbish? But yeah, so that is just Dynasty. Dynasty or Dynasty? I don't know. What was the TV show back in the old days? Not Dallas, because that was J.I.U.N, I think. There was a one called Dynasty. Young and the Restless? I don't know. Rubbish stuff that I've never seen. Anyway. Upcoming open world RPG Infinity Nikki is getting a beta test sometime in Q3 2024. It just doesn't look like my sort of game. Open world RPG. The former Zelda director is attached to the project. It's just not my sort of thing. Where Winds Meet is headed to PS5. Never heard of this. Originally announced at Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023. Everstone Studios, never heard of them. Martial arts adventure game Where Winds Meet is coming to PS5 too. Set in the 10 Kingdom era, no idea. Where Winds Meet plays... it didn't say nothing. I have no idea what it is. Bollard Jesus. Ballad of Antara, maybe Antara, is a high-fidelity free-to-play action RPG releasing next year. I don't know why, but I just don't play free-to-play RPG games, because you'll probably play it, if you get into it, it'll get shut down in a few months. So there's just no point. The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners developer announces a new VR game. Of course they do, because they've got like the VR engine. Behemoth is the next project from Skydance Games. Set in a forsaken lands, described as once civilization, blah blah blah. I don't know. Alright, we'll rattle through some of these. Alien Rogue Incursion is out on this holiday of PSVR 2. That could be alright. Marvel Rivals coming to PS5 closed beta set for July. I've never heard of Marvel Rivals. A superhero team focused player v player shooter feature. I don't care. Until Dawn gets a new trailer in fall 2024 release window. Again, I don't care. Path of Exile 2 is releasing early access. Another one I don't really care. Silent Hill 2 Remake, I'm interested in that. It's going to be released October 8th for PC and PS5. That's quite cool. I'd like to see how that one goes. Capcom shares a new look at Monster Hunter Wilds. I've never liked any of the Monster Hunter games. I just don't think it feels good or plays well. Team Azobi unveils new Astro Bot game coming this September. That was alright. Astro Bot was quite fun. And I think that is it. Yeah, that is it. And we still have 3 minutes left of the timer. So we've done well. We've managed to get this rattled through within 10 minutes. So I'll just stop that timer if we don't need it. But yeah, so what do you guys think of the Sony State of Play? It's been me, David, One Up Gaming. Please subscribe to us, like us. If you want one of our books for £10 off, email us at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk. Let us know which book you want and we'll reply to you, get through, and we'll get things sorted and we'll give a £10 discount on some of these books. So email us, let us know what you want and we'll do that. Yeah, we'll have a quick break and then we'll be back with the goodbyes and thanks. So back in a couple of seconds.
Hi, I'm Lucy James and I listen to the One Up Gaming Podcast.
So yeah, it's been David, One Up Gaming, episode 401 of the One Up Gaming Podcast. Sponsored as always, Games Inspired Music. Go to our website. I think there might be links on there. But if you just Google or go onto Apple, Games Inspired Music is an album available now. And stream it, buy it. 20% of each sale will go to the Child's Play charity. Buy our podcasts. You can get the first 100 at audiobooksontape.com. Search One Up Gaming and buy that. And £1 of each sale will go to the Diabetes UK charity, so we'll be donating loads to them if you lovely people will buy some of the products. We also have 3 books available: a PlayStation, a Sega Saturn one and a Nintendo 64 one. All got nice full colour pages, 8.25 inches by 8.25 inches, a nice square sort of thing. They vary from, I think the N64 books got about 254 pages, I think. And the PlayStation is 294. Saturn is 292. So it's got screenshots of loads of games, over 100 games each. And it's got like 100-word paragraph talking about each game, talking about the controllers, talking about the other random bits and bobs like the video CD card, the light guns, the trains, sort of steering wheel simulator stuff. So that's pretty cool. So just go to Amazon and buy them. They are $34.99 each. Or you can email us at contact@oneupgaming.co.uk, where we will be offering a £10 discount. Just let us know what book you would like and we'll get in contact and we'll set that up and get you one sent straight out. So please subscribe to us, like us, follow us, all that good stuff. Bell the icon, and yeah, go to our website oneupgaming.co.uk. We have reviews, news, items on there, previews, and listen to the podcast. Leave positive reviews, 5 stars, all that good stuff. And it's just been me, David, One Up Gaming. So thank you. Goodbye.